Listen, put the pen to rest. Let my arms just fall and let's begin. We win. Can't you see all these come from the men? Amen. When we praying to God, and amen is where a couple letters bullet reside. And I know, Lord, you understand me inside. In these innocent shoes where the innocence ride. And this a whole new mission. The flow is intuition. What beauty has been missing. We in the locket with the moon and the stars. I'm still counting on dreams while Elon shooting the Mars. Meanwhile, we still stuck on Earth. They taking gravity, hurts these cities reaching worse. Anytime you try to look a veil, to lift that veil, I have you living in hell. Or even worse, chained up in the sea. What's going on, y'all? Welcome to another episode of God Concept. I'm your host, Mr. Pagan. You know, it's new music too. It's out now on SoundCloud and Audio Mac. It's currently in the process of being distributed to all the other music streaming platforms. So if you want to support me and my content, you know what I mean, for right now you can listen to it. You're listening to it for free because I don't get, you know what I mean, I'm not getting nothing from Audio Mac and Spotify. You know what I mean? But if you want to go and show your support, follow me, give a like, share the music, comment, whatever it is, give me some constructive criticism or whatever you want to do. It's a lot going on right now in the world with everybody, you know what I mean, with not just myself. See, me, I'm just here trying to tell my truth. Not just trying to tell my truth, but try to be genuinely me. You know what I mean? And do the things that come natural to me and be genuine to myself, man. Letting what's inside me shine through. You know what I mean? We all got to be ourselves at the end of the day. We can't be anything else but ourselves. It's the cover artwork too for the new song release. I got more songs coming. I got more projects I'm working on and everything like that. I woke up this morning on a real good note. My son was tickle attacking me, making me make this weird sound with my voice and everything, and my daughter caught it on camera and everything, and it's a blessing just to be able to wake up every day and have my kids, to have myself, to still be in a good space, you know what I mean, in a good place of mind, be happy, you know what I mean, and just live life, through all that I've been through all of this bullshit, man. It's just like you gotta find that peace of mind. You gotta stay you. You gotta stay genuinely you, no matter what, man. My situation could have been worse, man. It could have been, way worse than what it is. I mean, but in light of that, I'm still striving and I'm still doing more. I mean, to be honest with you, for me, it seems like it couldn't get no worse. You know what I mean? And the only way that I could really make my situation any better is by just being me, sticking by my loved ones, letting my truth be heard, and speaking out against the dumb shit that's going on, man. We blurring the lines too much. We blurring the lines. We blurring the lines between law and politics and crime. You know what I mean? And crime and corruption. It's like, law and politics and crime and corruption is going hand in hand nowadays. You know what I mean? We got some of our biggest, political candidates supporting people that got criminal agendas. You know what I mean? And it's just down the line is bad. You know what I mean? I know a lot of things was corrupt, but to know that a corrupt system is supported by the same laws and politics and legislatures that we're caught under, man, it's a sad thing. You got guys that's pursuing their greatness in the wrong way. You're pursuing your greatness in the wrong way, man. You got to do it with good intention. You can't have any malice in your heart, no ill will towards anybody. You can't pursue your greatness and live life and just be happy and have a family and be prosperous and things like that if you have ill will or ill intent in your works, man. It'll work out for you for a little while. It may work out for you for the short run, for very, you know what I mean? And sometimes you come up in that short time period that you have to do your thing, but eventually the streets always catch up with you. Any dumb shit that you did in your life, it always catch up to you. You know what I mean? It's shit, the streets, dumb shit that you did catch up to you even when you ain't do no dumb shit at all. Even when dumb shit just appears and just happen out of thin air, that shit catch up with you. So if you're not living right, you're gonna die behind that shit, man. If you're not living right, if you out here promoting the wrong shit, doing demonic things, you know what I mean, putting demonism all in your artwork, all in your songs and all that shit. You talking about the ops and you talking about chasing this person and shooting at people and all this other crazy shit, it's gonna catch up to you. You know, you got a lot of supporters of people out there that's doing that shit. Sometimes the very industry that's supposed to be paving the way to get you and your family away from the bullshit of the street shit, they the same ones that put insurance on people, and have, when somebody get killed, they the ones that benefit off that shit. They promote this because it's a cash cow for them. It's a revolving door for them. You know what I mean? Man, a lot of us just need to slow the fuck down and really realize who they are. You got so many artists out here. You got so many people promoting. Um, uh, you got so many people out here pushing their content, but their content is about nonsense. Their content ain't about shit. Their concept, they content isn't even them really. You know what I mean? They'll have music, they'll have artwork, they'll have movies and things like that, or whatever it is, even books. But it's not even you. It's not even who you are. It doesn't show who you are. It promotes an agenda. It promotes negativity. It promotes violence. It promotes over sexualizing women. It promotes degrading women. It promotes shit that we don't need right now for our people, man. It's shit that we don't need for our society. There's already been enough of that. Sir Makes-a-Lot with the highlight big butts. He already did all that shit, man. You know what I mean? Uh we've been overly sexualizing these women for too long. Let them do it themselves. If the women want to get out there and do their music and have their body showing and shaking their ass in their music videos, that's cool. Let them do that. If they feel like that's what they got to do. I mean, I think your art should be able to shine through whatever imagery that you're showing. If you got a good song, it's a good song because it's a good song. Not because it's a good song and you put out a video with your ass shaking so people is looking at it, getting hypnotized by the booty so they can listen to your song. Point blank, period. You know what I mean? For men, it's the same thing. You'll put out anything and it's just like, to be honest with you, if it's not promoting guns, drugs, and violence, people don't want to hear it nowadays. But, I mean, people want to hear it when it's not about guns, drugs, and violence once they get to a certain point in their life. Once you get to see what's real in life, once you get to know what you really want out of life, once you get to know who you really are in life, then you don't want the guns, drugs, and violence. You know what I mean? You don't want to see that shit promoted every day. It's bad enough you got to go out here in the streets and see that shit all the time. Like nobody wants to hear about your guns, drugs, and violence. You know what I mean? Once in a while, you can do something for shock value and turn it up. But it's enough acting, man, because people are acting. A lot of artists are just actors out here. They'll sit out here and put out a song about all the type of shit, the type of lifestyle that they never lived in their fucking life. They never lived in their fucking life, and they promote this shit to you, to the consumers. You know what I mean? They promote this shit to y'all and your children and your you know what I mean? People that don't know better. That's not the right thing to do. You know what I mean? Because it's going to get them some likes. It's going to get them some follows. It's going to get them some album sales. You know what I mean? It's greed, man. It's all about greed. That's that demonic shit. Look at the kid Julio Fulio. You know what I mean? What just happened to his life? 26 years old on his fucking birthday. He got killed just trying to celebrate his life, just trying to celebrate, you know what I mean? Then when I listened into the story a little bit more, they said that the boy's mom got shot at. She got shot 8 times and all this other crazy shit. It's like, do you really want to be at it with another person, another hood, another gang, or whomever, to have your mom getting killed, to have your mom getting shot, your girlfriend getting hurt, your kids getting hurt, you getting hurt? Like, come on, man, it's too much. Y'all gotta wake the fuck up. Y'all gotta wake up. And it's a revolving door with this violent shit that I'm noticing. You know what I mean? Now that Julio Fulio done passed, which is tragic, right? You know what I mean? Condolences to them and all they going through and all that bullshit, right? But at the same time, now it's back on Pop Smoke. People talking about Pop Smoke and the guy who killed him getting out of jail and all that shit. The guy who killed him cut off his ankle monitor because he trying to get back in the prison or something about relocating. Maybe they won't relocate him or something like that. And he out here, you know, secretly fearing for his life. You know what I mean? I don't know if the little dude killed Pop Smoke or not. I don't know whether they, you know, whether he actually did it, whether he's just taking a rap for somebody else. I don't know. But either way, you can't be involved with the dumb shit, and that's what happens to your life. Wrong place at wrong time. If you're not the one that did it and you just taking a charge for somebody, you're a dickhead, right? And if you are the one that did it, and man, you know, God can only judge you. And these wolves out here, I mean, you can hide in prison. You could come out here in the streets and live your life, or you can go hide in prison and try to hide from the streets. But the streets go to jail too, so they're gonna find you there too. So if you took Pop Smoke life or whatever, you can't get away by cutting your ankle monitor off, hoping to get relocated or get booked again so you won't get hurt. Point blank period. The streets, if they want you, they want you. If they want you in jail, they're gonna get you. If they want you while you're out here in the streets, they're gonna get you. So that was a dickhead move right there to cut off the ankle monitor. But hey, I'm not here to judge. I'm just observing. You know what I mean? And from my observation, you shouldn't have never been there when Pop Smoke was getting robbed or his house was getting broken in the first fucking place. Shouldn't have had nothing to do with that situation. That shit should have never happened to that man. Cause he was up and coming. He had something. You know what I mean? He had a message to get out there. And in the short period where he was out here making music, he definitely got his message across to a lot of people. A lot of people felt him. You know what I mean? A lot of people felt his love, felt his personality, felt his voice and everything. It's like, man, you took that away from people, you know, and they're gonna hold you accountable for that. You know, just like, you know, as above, so below. You know, just like you gonna get judged here by somebody for that shit, you gonna get judged by the creator for that shit. And the creator is the only one who truly knows whether you did it or not, unless they caught that shit on camera or something like that. You know what I mean? And you hear about Whack 100 belling out Keefy D. I don't know how true that is. I watched that on Hassan Campbell, his podcast that he do and everything like that. But man, you know, my whole take from all of this is just, it's just death surrounding every fucking corner, man. You can't turn around without hearing about somebody's death. You can't you can't flip through social media. You can't go on YouTube. You can't turn on TV. You can't go outside. You can't go nowhere. Everything is revolving around death and destruction, man. And it's our people. It's our fucking people, man. We need to wake up and we need to stick together, man, and stay on the same vibe and stay on the same accord, man. Because y'all got this shit fucked up. Y'all got this life game fucked up. I mean, y'all got this life game so fucked up, man. We supposed to be here to love, man, to prosper, to heal each other, not to hurt each other, not to exploit one another, not to try to set each other up, not to not be there for our friends and family. We not put here for all that foolishness, man. Y'all missed the whole point of life. You know, y'all think the point of life is just like a Grand Theft Auto game where you gotta amass all of the bullshit trinkets and all the idol worship and shit, all the cars, all the jewelry, all the money in the world, and have the bitches with the asses shaking around you and just be high to the point where you out of your fucking mind or something like that, man. It's like we gotta change our view of the world and the things that's real to us, man. We got to change the point of view, not just for ourselves, man. In this short time period that we're here, we got to do it for our children, man. We got to stop having that slavery mindset. You know what I mean? We got to stop that shit, man. You know, I'm what? I'm 30 something right now, like 37, right? And it's like my life has been thrown through a fucking loophole. You know what I mean? But everything that I do is not for me, it's for my children, man. Everything that I do and try to amass and try to accomplish all the goals I'm trying to achieve is for them, to not only let them know that they could do it, but to also gain my way by starting my own businesses and by taking the world by the balls and squeezing them shits till the juice pop out. You know what I mean? I lived half my life. You know what I mean? Not just half my life. It's like, yeah, I'm damn near in another 5, 10 years, that'll be half my life. You know, God willing, if I'm blessed to say that. And I'm saying that right now. I done lived half my life, man. I'm not trying to go nowhere no time soon. I'm trying to go at least when I'm 100 or in my 90s or 100 or maybe older than that. You know, Lord willing, God willing. You know, if the Creator see fit that I be here for much longer, then hey, I'm here. We gotta realize that all we leave behind is our legacy, our children. Everything we do in life is about creating, the creation of something, the creation of you, showing who you are. Who were you? What type of life you live? What hidden characteristics of personality do you have within you that you don't show nobody else, that you hide? You got to be you. You got to be genuinely you, man. You got to teach your children to be genuinely them, not with the negativity, with the love, man. Because people don't come into this world with negativity. We can see children all day long. We can see babies, little boys and little girls. They don't run around on some negative shit because negative isn't what you're born in this world with. You're born out of love. Even if you don't like the motherfucker you had children with, you had to like something about them to sleep down and take dick or to, you know what I mean, do whatever it is that you was doing to make them children. That's a form of love, even though it's like lust or whatever, but still. At one point in time, you had enough love to give a person your body, to give a person a piece of your personality, your soul, your character. You got together and you made a being, man. You made a baby. And then once the baby get here, what? You just shun each other. You don't like each other. You had odds with one another, and all that shit. Cheating on each other and all that shit. Y'all need to stop this shit, man. Be true to yourself. And listen, when you see somebody not being true to themselves, understand that there's no possible way in hell that they could ever be true to you. How can a person not living in their truth be truthful to anybody? I had to realize that, man. I had to realize that, man. A lot of people come strong with that fucking kind game, man. A lot of people come strong with that fucking kind game. Men and women. None of us are excluded. Men and women, they'll kind the shit out you. And that's where our children learn that shit from. That's where our children get the hateful shit from, because they see mommy being hateful to daddy. Or they see daddy being hateful to mommy. You spewing toxic words about your significant other or baby father or baby mother around children who don't got nothing to do with why you feel disgruntled against each other. But you're going to give them that attitude. You're going to put that type of energy on a child. You are a fucking disgrace if you're doing that. You need to wake up. Slap yourself in the face, man. Because reality going to do it. Reality gonna sock you right in the fucking mouth one day. And you can't hide from the truth. You never can hide from the truth. The truth is the light, and it's always gonna shine through the darkness, through the bullshit that you putting down. All the hateful shit that you putting down. All the evil shit you doing out here. The truth is the light, and it's always gonna shine through the darkness. Seriously, man, we need to wake up. We need to be shaking the fuck up, man. You know what I mean? I just hope that my words, my podcast don't fall on deaf ears. Don't fall on the deaf nation. We got a con man and a motherfucker that got dementia as the president. We got a con man and a motherfucker that's half-ass dead trying to run for president right now. Like, where the fuck are we at? Like, I mean, Joe Biden, Sleepy Joe, and this nigga's half gone, not even half gone. That nigga's like 3/4 of the way. He got like another 25% to go, not even 10%. He running on fumes out this joint. He running off fossil fuels out this motherfucker. And we seriously still considering on letting this old motherfucker be president? Come on, man. Get the fuck out of here, man. Y'all need to wake the fuck up. Y'all need to wake up. You know what I mean? Look, I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna say that I don't like Trump, because I do like Trump. He's very entertaining. He's a very entertaining person. I love his entertainment that he provides. I love how he talk. You know, he's a good speaker. You know what I mean? He speak very wise, very true. He's very true indeed. You know what I mean? But he's a kind man. He know he's a fucking kind man. The government, the politicians, all of us know he a fucking kind man. Look how he amasses millions. But he's a good businessman. He's a good businessman. If you want a nigga to run America like it's a successful business, that's the nigga you want there. You want that nigga Trump in there. I mean, who else you gonna vote for? Who else? Who else is there right now to you know what I mean? Any other candidates, they not there. Kanye West ain't running this year, is he? If Kanye is running, then vote for him. Vote for Kanye. Fuck it. Let's put Ye in office. If Arnold Schwarzenegger could be a governor of California, fuck, I definitely believe Kanye West could be the president of the United States of America. You might as well put Kanye West in office. Honestly, now that I'm thinking about it, he would be a better president than, definitely better than Joe Biden. A million times better than Joe Biden. But he'd be better than Trump. Not a million times, but I think if him and Trump was to, talk on the phone, you would get a lot of shit handled. Kanye West would fix some shit. I believe in the boy. I believe in him. I definitely do. But man, we just got to start loving each other, man. You know what I mean? We got to start showing more love to one another. I want y'all to show me some fucking love. I'm gonna be honest with you. I want y'all to show me some fucking love. I need the love right now. I need the fucking love. That's right. I'm gonna say it. I need y'all fucking love. I need y'all love. I need y'all fucking support, man. These motherfuckers got me fucked up. When you hear me? They got me fucked up out here, man. I ain't got $1 in my fucking pocket. And 2 children I'm trying to do my best to take care of and make sure they still happy. You know what I mean? Like, honestly, man, like, it's fucked up. And the people that did it to me, the law already know about it. They coincide with each other. You know what I mean? It's COINTELPRO out this motherfucker, man. It's COINTELPRO out this motherfucker, man. They will set your life up and try to get you missing. Try to play you into a position that you ain't never been that type of guy. You ain't never been that type of person. But they'll play you right out of your position into a new position, trying to set you up for the okie doke, trying to set you up for the bamboozle, man. And get you the fuck out of here, all the way out of here. That's why I'm not with that shit. When you could running around here making music, talking about mafia this, mafia that, I'm not with that shit. And I don't give a fuck who you is if you screaming that type of shit. You're not for your people, man. If you screaming that mafia shit, you're not for your people. Because guess what? The mafia niggas just using you as a fucking pawn. The mafia motherfuckers in that mafia game is just using you as a pawn to spy on people, to take other people down, to shame people, to discredit people's name, to make a mockery out of them, out of your people and yourself. Because if you're not standing for your people and you more so standing with mob figures, and if you're standing with mob figures, you automatically standing with the CIA and FBI and all them, right? So if you standing with those type of people and standing on that type of business, you sold your fucking people out. Point blank period. If you standing on that type of business, you have sold your people out. You have sold your soul. Seriously. I don't give a fuck who feels some type of way about that. I don't apologize. I'm not very apologetic, especially when I know I'm right. It's up to you. It's on you to face the truth. You got to look at yourself in the mirror. Just like if you were a friend of mine, or you were a family of mine, or a community member, a neighbor of mine, and you did me dirty, and you know you did me dirty, or I turned to you for help, and you gave me your back, or even tried to further set me the fuck up, you got to live with that. That burden rests on your soul. Yeah, you played me out of a position momentarily. You might have fucked my life up momentarily. You might have made me a little bit more uncomfortable than I wanted to be. But really, man, like I said earlier, that light always shines through the darkness. Who I am will shine through any lie they want to tell on me. Who I am. That's all you got to be, is who you are. Who you are shines through all the bullshit that they smear on your name, when they try to discredit your character, when they lie on you, when they steal from you, when they cheat you, when they try to set you up and exploit you, when family turn their back and backstab you and shit like that, and spread all type of rhetoric and rumors about you, play you out your position, got you fucked up in the game, and they know you got people that not only look up to you, but you got people that need you. When you got children, they need you. When you got children, them children need you, man. Seriously, them kids need you. Them children need you. It was a lot of times I needed a parent, ain't have a parent there for me. A lot of times I needed a parent. I needed guidance. I needed morals and values. I needed some type of moral compass. I needed somebody to talk to. I needed somebody to love. I needed somebody to just be there. Sometimes I didn't have that. Despite what anybody say, man, these children need you. Whether you got money or not, they need you. Just your mere presence, you being a parent, just being there around your children, being there for your children, being able to give your children words of advice, to show them love, to talk to them, to care about them. That's what they need to feel, man. Fuck the money. The money helps. Money helps. That's why I'm asking for y'all support, so I can get some fucking monies to get my children in a better place. It's not about the money, man. If you got kids, if you got children, just be there in your children's life, man. I woke up this morning laughing and joking with my children. They caught me on video on a surprise joint, tickling the shit out of me. Made me make a ha ha type sound. And that shit was wonderful. That shit was beautiful. The happiness that flowed through my fucking body was the happiness that nobody could give me. That's unobtainable by any of the bullshit going on out here in the world. That feeling felt better than $1 million. Even though I could use the million, if I had 2 million, I would have gave 1 million up to have that happiness, that feeling right there for the rest of my fucking life. Point blank period. A lot of y'all don't got the heart to say that. A lot of y'all don't got the wherewithal to say that. You would take the million over that happiness because you think that money can buy happiness, right? That's what got the world fucked up. That's what got us making compromising decisions. That's what got us choosing evil over good. That's what got us playing with people who really aren't for our people. We play against our own people with people that's not for our people. We let good men suffer. We watch their content on social media and all that shit. And I'm talking about myself. Fuck y'all. We let good men suffer. You let me suffer. People watch me suffer because they don't want to go against the agenda, go against the status quo. Are they scared to help a person out who's in need, who's going through something in their life, who's battling? People that have been fucking with his family for so long. It's just sad, man. Shit's sad, man. Y'all sit back there, man. Y'all sit in y'all comfortable ass positions, you know, and y'all get afforded a good life or whatever a lot of times, and you just forget about everybody else and what they facing. But to be honest with you, if they could do it to me, they could do it to you. If somebody could fuck my life up, right? If a person or organization fuck my life up, right? After I've been telling y'all before it even all went down on social media with all my evidence and all the discoveries that I made when I was doing my own detective work. If they could fuck my life up, they could do the same thing to you. And it's so fucking easy to do. And it's so fucking easy to do. We got to stick more together, man. We got to be together. In Philadelphia, we got to be together as a people because you're going up against a system that's not really for you. If they can't make no money off your nut ass, they not for you. If you're not bringing a dollar to the city's doorsteps, they not for you. If you're not putting money into their pocket, tithes and offerings, doing fundings and all this shit, paying your dues to whatever union or whatever cult organization that you're a part of, they don't give a fuck about you. Period. They don't. You're just there to fill the agenda, to fill the need. The need for what? The need for speed? No, the need for greed, goddammit. Because they greedy. And we look at it as just being about a money thing. It's not just about a money thing, family. It's not just about a money thing. It's about energy. They steal your energy. They want to control your energy. Everything that you do, the content you make, your music, your books, your podcast, your game stream, your motherfucking whatever it is you're doing with your life is energy. If you're going out there to pick up trash, if you're a trash man, that's energy. That's time and energy that you spend on doing something that you might not love to do. It's all about your time and your energy. That's what they steal from us. That's what we're here for. We're truly batteries and tools that they use. The tools is to keep their system pumping and rolling. This is why people that's caught in the slavery mindset get stuck in the slavery mindset. And we start promoting the slavery mindset to the people we love and to the people in our communities and everywhere else. Right? That's all it's about. Your time and your energy, man. They take that from you. They rob you of that with your fucking 9 to 5 job or night shift job or whatever it is you're doing with your life. They rob you out of your precious time and energy. This is all they do. And they give you money to compensate it. They give you money to compensate for your time and energy. At the end of the day, you wind up giving it right back to them. You give it right back. So what's the point? What the fuck is the point? The only time I ever felt good, I'm going to tell you, I spent my whole life working for other people, for other folks, right? Being a consumer. Yeah, a lot of money passed through these fucking hands. I done touched a lot of money. But you know, the joy that I got from the first time I got paid from United Masters, when I started making money from my music, when I started making money from my books, that felt better. And it wasn't a lot. My first check from United Masters was like $50, 50, $60. But the joy that I had, the joy that I felt, the happiness that I felt from that $50 felt better than making a $1,000 paycheck. Because this was something that I created of my own. This 50 that I made from United Masters was money that came from something that I created. That shit felt so good to me, man. That shit felt like I was getting my dick beat by a badass bitch. Just laying back, drinking a pina colada, getting my dick beat by a badass bitch, and I just bust a nut. That's how I felt for that $50. And it's like, man, that I'm chasing that feeling. Because that's the feeling that I was always supposed to feel, man. Because it was something that I created. Maybe I shouldn't have said that. This is not this is not a kid-friendly podcast. This is a keep it real podcast. I'm going to start speaking more candidly on my podcast. This is why I don't like nobody around. I don't want no outside influences, nobody to be listening to me as I'm making my podcast. I don't like to hear anything in my environment while I'm listening to my podcast because I want to speak very true and just if something come out like that, it happens. But yeah, I like to apologize if any children is watching. Shit, if my children is watching this, I want to apologize for my uncandid speech right there. My censor, I got to turn my censorship up a little bit. But it feels good when you're making it, man. It feels good when you're making money out of something that you created. When you're not being a slave. Even though I still feel like a slave, I'm going to be honest with you. Because I'm working so fucking hard. I'm working so hard to create. I'm working so hard to create. And sometimes I gotta be, man, I gotta wear so many hats at one time. And I gotta really humble myself and show humility. Cause I'm not in this space where I could create the way that I want to create. At times when I want to create. Sometimes I'd be in the middle of a creation. And it won't come out right because I get interrupted. That hurt, man. When you trying to create like this podcast I'm doing, man. If somebody was to interrupt me right now, I fuck around and had to delete the whole fucking John and start over from script natch. You know how that feel when after you pour your heart and soul into doing something, man. I'm pouring my heart and soul. I'm out crying for help. I'm trying to teach and give y'all something right now, man. Whatever gems of wisdom or whatever I'm feeling right now, I'm giving it to this podcast. This is my time and energy right here. And I'm giving it. And to have that interrupted, and it's not anybody's fault. Sometimes it's just the program that we living in. The program that we living under wants to always put an obstacle in your way or something to fuck up what you doing to not be a slave for their system. Remember what I said. They steal your energy and they steal your time. So anytime they could fuck up something that you're putting your energy into, that you're giving time to, then that fucks up you trying to break the chains or break the shackles of being a slave. And they don't want that. I'm still searching for what's on the other side of not being a slave. Right now, I'm running away from the slavery game. I've been running away from the slavery game. Right now, I'm preparing myself for the opportunity because they say success is when opportunity and preparedness meet. So right now, this is my preparation. I prepare myself through music. I prepare myself through books. I prepare myself through this podcast. I prepare myself through my game streams. And not only do I prepare myself, I stay at peace. I keep my sanity through doing these things. Point blank, period. I have fun. I get things off my mind. I get things off my chest. You know, I get to gain proficiency at a craft that I'm doing. You know, I got to watch podcasts to become better at being a podcaster, to be better at and get used to having a camera on me and you know what I mean, and be on this camera and be charismatic and let who I'm naturally am shine and just be myself and be me right here in this space. You know, that takes learning, that takes time. To be able to put a song together properly, to hone that craft, it takes time. You got to listen to other artists. You got to listen to other people who already gain proficiency in a craft, to really gain proficiency in the same craft that you looking at, and take different approaches to it. And like, oh, I like how he did that, and just not listen for the don't just listen for the entertainment value of it. You listen to people's music to see what you can gain out of it, like far as what lessons they could teach you, what techniques they could teach you on, you know, honing your craft or doing wordplay, or, you know, this and that. That's what it is. And then coming up with something that's unique and diverse, you know, something that only you could have came up with, you know. Oh, and to some of you artists out there who like to take people's music and basically just change it around a little bit and make it your own, you're a dick rider. You gotta be more unique. We gotta be more unique out here. I hear a lot of people stealing music from other people and they'll steal a whole hook and just change up a word here and word there and throw that shit out there, throw that shit on a song, come up with a few bars, and then just call it theirs. You know, what they do is they'll come up with, like, all right, they have a song that's familiar and shit like that. And what they'll do is, if the song is familiar and did real good, what they'll do is they'll try to mimic that song. It's one thing to take inspiration from a song, man. It's one thing to be inspired by a song that you hear. But to take that song and to regurgitate it over a similar beat, over a similar tempo, whatever it is, and regurgitate somebody's song and put your face on it and put your name on it and then re-release it and put it out there, you're a dick rider, man. You're a dickhead. You're a dick eater for that. For real. Don't get me wrong. I'm not talking about the Jay-Z's. I'm not talking about Rod Wave. Because I don't even hear what they saying. When they say Rod Wave took somebody's music and put it out there, I don't even hear it. The man makes beautiful fucking music. Rod Wave make beautiful music. My son loves his music. My daughter too. I love his music. I'm not talking about Jay-Z and all that because Jay-Z remade a couple big joints or something like that where he put a few big verses in his shit. But he was doing it out of love. That was his brother. You know what I mean? They come up from the same, you know what I mean, same city. You know, he made a name for himself and he did it. He did it well. I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about motherfuckers that don't know the artist at all, motherfuckers that just hear something and they know they got like a gimmick or a scheme in their mind where if I put this joint down, I could probably pop with that. No, you got a lot of motherfuckers out here doing that shit. Be unique. Be you. Be yourself. But then again, I'm talking to people who can't be themselves, who's hiding, who build up a certain facade, who's not really being who they are. Or if they are being who they are, they really a fucked up person that I don't care to listen to anyway. To be honest with you. That's probably why, a lot of people that do that type of stuff don't really make it. Don't really make it unless they can scheme, backstab, lie on people all the way to the top. There was way more than just Caucasians, Italians, Irish people, Africans and shit like that becoming $5 Indians. The people that don't really have claim to this land spiritually, they came in. Remember, Trump did an interview. He was talking, and he was fighting because they wouldn't let him get casinos in Atlantic City. And what Trump said was, they don't look like any Native Americans that I've ever seen. And he was referring to the $5 Indians. Because they was giving casinos to people of Native American descent. So what Caucasians would do, white people or whomever, they would pretend to be Native American. They would pay the money so they could have their status, their race or ethnicity dialed in as Native American. So that way they can be afforded certain grants and allotments of land and things like that for the low, for free damn near. And not only that, yeah, they could get money from the government and all that shit. That's grants. What am I talking about? But a lot of them did that shit, man. A lot of Africans that you see today who talk about they Native Americans and shit like that, who wear Native American attire and things like that, who will act like they're native to this land. You got people who do this with jewelry. You got people who do this with certain businesses, establishments. And when you look at these people, it's clear that they never been Native American a day in their fucking life. Probably don't got a drop of Native American blood in their fucking body. They have black Irish and they have white Irish. Black Irish and white Irish come from Ireland. And what the black Irish and the white Irish did was they came up with a scheme. They devised a great fucking scheme, right? Where they could come to America, right? United, right? They could come to America united. And the black Irish would mingle amongst the black people. The people who have Native American blood, Native American descent, or the people from this place or that place, the Hispanics, whomever, and pretend and be like a gypsy kind of. And the Irish who were Caucasian, who were more fair skinned, fair colored, lighter skinned basically, they would play amongst the white people and amongst these different people and gain trust and gain influence and gain certain positions of power and things like that. And these Irish people, the black Irish and the white Irish, they would help each other out in their agendas and whatever schemes they had, right? So you got to know that within your communities, within your neighborhood, that you got a lot of people who are black Irish that look just like you, but they're not. They're really against you, right? And then you have the white Irish who just play the game. I mean, and they help the black Irish, prosper and gain more influence so they could basically they could have a monopoly on wherever it is they're operating in the city of Philadelphia, as far as where I'm at, so they can have a monopoly on this fucking city, so they can have a monopoly on property, so they can have a monopoly on entertainment, so they can have a monopoly on money, so they can have a monopoly on law enforcement and everything like that. Yeah, It's big, man. It's big. So that $5 Indian thing goes a long way. It plays. I don't know why I got off on that tangent, but I just had to say that. And I say that because I witnessed that. I witnessed that in real time, like in my own personal life. Like I did the research. I looked at these people. I looked at this person, and I'm like, why won't they? And that's the only explanation I could find for a person working with other people against their own people. And it's because just because they look like you, that don't mean they all you. All skin folk, that's the line. All skin folk ain't kinfolk. All skin folk is not kinfolk. Just because they look like you in appearance, just because they may be your same complexion or darker complexion or this or that, don't mean they're your people. Because they hold allegiance to where they are from originally. So if they're Irish and they come over here and they look black or they look white or whatever, they're still together because they all Irish. Just like Puerto Ricans. You got light Puerto Ricans and you got dark Puerto Ricans. Puerto Ricans stick together because they all from Puerto Rico. Native Americans got to start sticking together because Native Americans are Native Americans, whether they're fairer colored or darker colored. But nowadays the lines are blurred so much that you don't know who's a Native American truly anymore. You don't know who has that blood anymore. But I can tell you one thing that I know for sure, that they try to kill Native American blood. They try to kill any bloodline out or lineage out who is opposed to what they want to do, to their thing, who is opposed to slavery. If your people was ever opposed to slavery, they want to stomp you out or keep their foot on your people's neck. They don't want to get rid of you because they need your blood. They need to keep mixing, amalgamating. But what they want to do is keep their foot on your fucking neck. They want to keep their foot on your family neck. They want to keep their foot there. They want to keep their foot there, man. I got it bad. I got it bad. You know why? I got Cuban in my blood, right? I'm Cuban, Native American, and Irish. I hold all three within me. Maybe some other shit that I don't even know about. That felt good. But yeah, man, that's what it's about. It's about the control and manipulation of people. That energy and that time. That's all they steal from you. Yeah, you might get some money for it. You might get a paycheck or whatever. But that's what they steal from you. After so long of you being a slave, out of letting the system that we live under rob you for your energy and your time, it becomes a habit. It becomes a habit to continue to let these people rob you of your energy and your time because you built up a whole lifestyle around them stealing that energy and that time from you. You built up a life. You done accumulated bills and things like that. You done got accustomed to living the way that you live, and you don't want to let that go. And you start to shun others that goes against how you living. When you see a person and they're not working and they're trying to trailblaze and they're trying to build something that's theirs and they're not trying to be a slave for the system, you'll call that person a bum. You'll call that person broken. When in fact, you're the one that's broke. You know why? Because the only time a person can be broke is when they're broke spiritually. When they're broke mentally. When you break their will to be free. When you break their will to live. That's when a person is broke. Not because they don't got no fucking money in their pockets. Money is not the determining factor whether you broke or not. But you got people who say that to keep you in the cycle of trading your time and energy for this dollar bill that ain't really worth shit. They can buy you things because they want it back. They want to keep that business in rotation. They want to keep you working for it. So they put a value on it. They put their own value on it. The same piece of paper with a 1 on it is worth the same amount of paper, is worth the same amount as a piece of paper with a 5 on it, or a 10 on it, or a 20 or 100. It's the same paper. It's just they paint a different number on it. We gotta wake the fuck up, man. We gotta wake up. You know, I understand we need money for certain things, but we gotta stop treating people like shit for money. We gotta stop doing anything and compromising ourselves for money. We gotta stop valuing money so much that we fuck people over. You know, that we'll just scheme and set a person up. Don't get me wrong. If you scheming and setting up a corporation, that's cool. Right? I'm all for the Robin Hood type of mentality. If you out here stealing from big corporations, bringing it back to you, know what I mean, giving it to your family, giving it to the poor and shit like that, yeah, get over on them. Always get over on the corporations because they the ones that are against us. It's only they only trick you when they pull you into the ranks. Once they make you a part of their corporation, then you start looking at it like, oh no, y'all can't steal from this corporation. Or I can't have nobody embezzling or stealing money from this corporation. Why? Because you work there, dickhead. Like, come on, man. If you wasn't working there, you would be cool with somebody robbing the bank. If you wasn't working at the bank, if you ain't have stake in the bank, then you'll be cool with that. Right? But since you work there and got a position, since they gave you a position, now you feel like them niggas better not come up here fucking up my job. You a slave. You a slave and a dickhead. Stupid. Delusional. Out your fucking mind. Because they blurred the lines on your dumb ass. This is what they do to us. They blur the fucking lines on us. Robin Thicke, blurred lines. I know you want it. I know you want it. I know you want it. Blurred lines. I don't know the fucking song like that, but I do like it. That's what they do to us, man. They blur them fucking lines on you. Play you right out of position. How you going against your own fucking people, man. Have us going against our own fucking people. I'm tired of it personally. Shit ain't going nothing. I'm tired of it, man. You know, I'm tired of seeing it. I'm tired of hearing it. We gotta start loving each other and caring about each other more. You know what I mean? If the shoe don't fit, if the shoe fits, then wear it. And if it don't apply, let it fly. Anything I said here on this podcast is true and evident to me. You know, it's up to your discretion to take what I'm saying with a grain of salt or not. It's up to you to decide if these truths and this proof and this evidence and the things that I'm saying, whether that resonates with you or not, is up to you. Whether you could think outside that box, whether you could grasp the concepts of what I'm talking about, is up to you, the viewer. These are just my point of views. These are just my concepts. There's a duality to every concept. But what's true is what's true is what's true. You can't change. You know, you could look in the sky and you could try to say it's different hues of blue, but it's still blue. What's true is true is true, man. Man, I'm almost done. I'm almost at the hour mark with this podcast. I'm trying to keep my podcast limited to an hour.
Solta o beat que machuca.
I'm trying to keep my podcast limited to an hour time. Because I got other things to do. I got other things I'm trying to create. You know, so I'm not trying to talk too long. Because after I'm done doing a podcast, then I got to upload the podcast. I got to try to write. I got to try to keep creating this music. This song playing now is House of Cards. You know, go out there and support the song. Go out there and support House of Cards, the music video. Go out there and support the books. Help me out. You know what I mean? Even if you're not supporting me by buying the books or listening to the music and things like that, if you're a person that could just feel like somebody needs to hear this type of thing, that needs to hear this message, you know, send them my way. Like, hey, this is brother Mr. Pagan, Mark Pagan. You need to check his podcast out. You talking on there, you on there, you know, just spilling some truth. You know what I mean? Putting some different vibes out there, some different energy. You know what I mean? He putting his uniqueness out there, you know. We gotta be more together, man. We gotta be more together. We gotta stay on the same accord, man. You know, to be honest with you. We gotta stay right in that pocket. Right in that pocket of truth, man. Right in that pocket of righteousness. You know what I mean? Even if you don't got nothing in your pockets, man, just stay right. Stay upright. Stay stern. Stand on your business, man. As long as your business is good business. As long as you're doing good business, stand on that. But if you standing on bullshit business, get off that. Get off the bullshit business. Get off nutty time. Get off the nutty time, man. Seriously. Get off the negativity. If you standing on negative business, get off that shit. That ain't a foundation that you want to stand on. That's not a foundation that's going to last. The truth is the light, and the light's going to shine through all darkness. So if you standing on negativity, get off that shit. For real, get off that shit quick. Not because I said it, because the Creator commands you with this shit. The Creator commands you to not stand on bullshit. The Creator commands you to stand on truth, righteousness. Be forthcoming. The Creator commands that from you. You the one that got to get judged upon the way you live and the things you think and the morals and values that you have. You get judged upon that. So it's up to you to do the right thing or not. It's purely up to you to do the right thing or not. You know what I mean? But all I can say is the day and age we living in, these times, you know, it's all you can do is do what's just and do what's right. And that's all I'm fighting for is what's just and what's right. Check out the song Beautiful is on SoundCloud and Audio Mac right now. It'll be releasing soon on all streaming platforms. This podcast is on YouTube. Go subscribe. Click the subscribe. Give me some likes. Give me some shares. Please comment. Give me some constructive criticism. I got books on Amazon and Kindle. I'm also shopping those around on other stores as well. To be honest with you, I don't know everywhere where my books are at. To be honest with you, because all I do is send them out. If they put them up on a digital shelves, if they put them up on a bookshelves at the stores or whatever, then that's, you know, great. But I know for sure that my books are on Amazon Kindle. I believe it's on Google, and I believe it's on Apple Books as well. Those are only 4 that I could say that, you know, you could find my content, my literature at. Other than that, I'm on all social platforms. YouTube heavy. You know what I mean? Facebook heavy. You know, that's where I'm at. You know, reach out to me and I'm reaching out back to you. That's what this is for. For the reciprocity. For the give and take. You know what I mean? Any love that's shown to me, I'm gonna return it back tenfold, man. You know. So this is Mr. Pagan. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys later on the next episode of God Concept. Peace.